day, but I failed. I failed to be accountable. That was my failing. So I didn't fail the challenge in the sense that I was distracting myself. I was incredibly busy. It was a Friday, and Friday evening is date night, and those can escalate. And so yesterday I was out with my beautiful partner, and I noticed, yeah, it was strong beer. So eventually, it was too late for me to, and I was not in the state that I wanted to share, explicit content with you. So today, that's why it's 16. It's just an extra day. I'm very strict with that. And personally, I really, really love the process, the progress as well. And today I went out, and yesterday was my mission to find, I think it was on Thursday evening, that it is a mission for me to find some form of pleasurable decompression activity that I can do in the evening or when I'm not working, right? Because otherwise I just feel super lost and don't know what to do with myself. And eventually I found one, and I noticed, and it was Thursday, very, very late in the night before I went to sleep. I told you about my excursion on that platform, like on the site, on the purchase site. I actually didn't buy anything at the end, and then I was in bed and I couldn't fall asleep, and so I was just thinking, and the idea was basically for me. So, what is it exactly that I'm looking for right now? Especially now that I'm not distracting myself and continuously on a screen, etc. And I noticed it was like there was a lot of thoughts and images popping up, memories of me in my childhood when I was carving wood, when I was doing manual creative stuff, right? Specifically with wood and creating bows and crossbows and creating little mannequins, etc. So I recognize that actually I'm looking for something physical to do, like some form of creative work that I can do with my hands. And as you know, I'm doing tattoos, and I noticed like that's just not satisfying enough right now. It doesn't call me. What I'm really looking for is something that I can do with my hands. And it was really, for me, it was super important to recognize that's actually what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something that I can do with my hands, something creative, something that feels satisfying at the end. I have done something, created something, right? And so today, I went out with my partner. It's Saturday right now. And I went out and went to a shop, first of all, to buy tabletop games, and one specific one, which is called Who's, which is a form of an African game, I think, where you're putting different, I can actually show you. So maybe you guys have seen that before. So it's a game that you're playing. It's pretty strategic. You're playing against each other, and the idea is to capture or get as many of those little stones into your house, is what they call it, or what my partner calls it, and win by that, right? So that's one thing that I bought, which was incredibly satisfying, and probably the first game that my partner actually really enjoys playing with me. Most of all because she knows it from her youth and childhood. So basically, that was an incredible satisfaction for me, and I really enjoyed the game as well. And it's wooden. So the other thing is that I started pottery in some form. So I basically bought some. I bought some hand clay that you can create some stuff with, and I really noticed like that's scratching the itch for me to do something physical. I didn't feel to build up an entire workshop for carving wood and stuff, because it needs a little bit of material, right? But what I eventually came to conclude was that it's fine if it's something that I can create something out of that has a lasting purpose, and that I can do with my hands, and also that feels like I'm really creating, right? So that has been an occupation of about 2 hours today, and I really felt like, yes, this is it. This is 100% it. at least for now, for the time being. And I noticed that is absolutely essential, that it's not deprivation of pleasure so much as that pleasure inducing button press of helplessness when it's about me just go and use any screens, like social media, books, video games, series, TV, etc. I just really wanted to get out of that. And so another recognition for me was important, that I didn't just want to eliminate those players, those major players of distraction, but I really wanted to get out of that vicious cycle of screen based pleasure inducement, because I don't really do anything. And I notice, as I've been telling you before, that it's kind of like it's a practice of helplessness. I just press a button and I feel good a little bit, and I press another button, I feel good a little bit. It's like a little monkey that continuously notices, if I'm pressing that button, I'm getting some pleasure. And that's what I noticed kept me busy. That's what I noticed really kept me also addicted, hooked, and eventually not satisfied, not lastingly anyway. And so, coming to the conclusion, as I shared with you just a second ago, that I really looked for something that I can create with my hands, that I can potentially use and maybe give to some friends, or maybe just smash if I don't like it, whatever. That was a very important recognition for me. And yeah, I think that's really what I wanted to share today in my video log. Again, I just want to highlight that these video logs are daily. They're an accountability system for me mainly, which is also why I consider a day failed if I'm not checking in. Not necessarily failing in a sense that I'm distracting myself, but it's part of the challenge as well. So today, day number 16. I've got another 5 days to go, and then my 21-day challenge is done. I personally looking forward. I know exactly that I'm going to continue, because it just feels incredibly elevating. My energy, my creativity, my availability overall, physically, and is also especially mentally, emotionally, is just rising a lot. I feel there's so much incredible thought processes that are happening right now, simply because I'm not keeping myself busy. So if that is inspiring you in any way, I'm really happy. If not, then I don't know, maybe I can help you with something else. But for now, I think that's it for today. I really wish you a beautiful rest of your day. I hope that you full-heartedly enjoy what you're doing. And if not, please do change it, because, we have only a certain amount of time on this beautiful planet, and to waste it with something we don't like, we don't enjoy, we don't feel fully invested in, or purposeful in any way, is a waste. Yes, not of time, but actually of energy, right? Of myself. Okay, have a good one. I see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.